If you're looking for a little bit of extra carbon fiber on the mirror parts of your C8, past just the typical cover that you usually see everybody else have, then this video is for you. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So today we're going to be looking at the carbon fiber piece that goes on the lower side of the mirror for the C8 Corvette. It's one of those unique pieces that if you're looking to have a little bit extra carbon fiber on the mirror spot, specifically on the C8, this is something that could potentially work for you. And it comes from Extreme Online Store, or EOS for short. So let's open this box and see what you get. Gone through the box. Let's see. All right, let's get this out of the box. Just has your same typical packaging that you have that we got to get through. It's very light. These are very, very light pieces. So like I said before, these are overlay pieces that go on the lower side of the mirror, and you see a whole bunch of people have the typical carbon fiber that goes on the upper side of the mirror, but this lower piece is kind of a little bit unique in regards to kind of filling that bottom piece so you get a full carbon fiber mirror look on the Corvette. So taking this first piece out of the box, and overall this looks really, really good in regards to the actual finish itself. I mean, the finish, you're looking at it, it looks, if I can actually hold it correctly to the camera, the finish actually looks really, really good. Now, like I said, this is an overlay piece, so this is going to go basically just onto the lower part of the carbon fiber mirror, and it's on the thinner side, but honestly, that's fine. It's supposed to be an overlay piece. It's not structural or anything, and it's supposed to be really easy to put on. Now, the big thing that I was kind of curious as an overlay piece is how much of a lip is on the end when you're talking about overlay pieces, because you don't want it to be just an overlay and then you see it on the edges. It kind of defeats the point. But this actually has a nice little lip on it. I don't know if it's getting caught correctly on the camera, but it does have a nice little small lip on it. But it does, I think, a good job of covering the lower piece and give you an OEM type look. So one of the big things, at least in regards to trying to make sure that this does fit correctly and you don't break it, is this part right here. It's a very, very thin piece, which they still got to look really, really good. But definitely you want to make sure that you're careful when you're installing this, because it is a little bit on the thinner side. It feels a little bit fragile, but I don't see any kind of issue. I mean, like I said before, this is not structural. It is an overlay piece, so you don't have to go thick on it. And it does already come with the 3M double-sided tape already installed, so it takes out the guesswork in regards to how to install this. And all you got to do is just prep the area, take off all these different little pieces, and then stick it on and you're done. So really, really good piece. I think the only extra thing I will say for these pieces is you do want to ceramic coat these. I've said for all my different carbon fiber pieces, you want to ceramic coat them to help reduce the amount of yellowing that you see that you get from the elements on these kind of pieces. Now, this piece sells for $189.99 from Extreme Online Store, which is actually a pretty good price for what you're getting in regards to this overlay piece. Extreme Online Store always does a really good job of having very competitive prices for these kind of pieces, and I mean, it looks really, really good in regards to your finish and such. So EOS has really stepped up the game in regards to bringing very good product at a very competitive price. So this is one side of it that you're gonna get, and then let's look at the other side real quick, which is going to be pretty much the same thing, just, you know, the other side. But overall, I mean, yeah, just another really, really good piece. Finish looks really, really good in regards to what you're getting. Again, one of the things you want to make sure is that when you're installing it, just to be very careful about this part right here, because it's a thin overlay, but it is going to do the job that you want it to give you a very good carbon fiber OEM look. So I think that's enough of me talking about these. Let's get these installed on the C8 and see how it looks out on the car. So alrighty guys, so we have finished installing the lower section of the carbon fiber mirror caps that you can get for the C8 Stingray. And it looks really good. It really does give you a more complete look of carbon fiber around the mirror section especially. Now I will say the fitment was pretty decent. There was a few places that I had to kind of really like mold it into the spot, and there's certain parts that kind of stick out a little bit more than I would really like it to. In particular, like if you're looking at it, like this section right here, there's an extra ridge that honestly wasn't there before. It was a lot flatter through there, but I mean, in general though, it does make it pop out pretty darn well. Now again, with the actual fitment and install, I did have one area that was giving me trouble for it that it wouldn't exactly lay down as easily, and I think that's because of the double-sided tape that was already pre-installed. It's kind of on the thinner side, which I mean makes sense. You want it to lay as flat as possible, but it was making it difficult to try and stay stuck. So I had to use some extra 3M double-sided tape that I had, some industrial grade, to make it stick and just stay planted, that it's not going anywhere. So if you decide to buy this, I would definitely consider having just an extra roll of industrial grade double-sided tape, just in case you need to add on a little bit extra to make it stick and, you know, make sure it's not going to fly off the car. But yeah, in the end, I would definitely recommend this piece. I think it's a nice little piece to add as extra little accents to your seat to make it very unique. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other product reviews, and we'll see you next time.